Hello everybody, this is Ramsis.
And I'm the Vesper.
And we're here to bring you Back in Time, episode number
29.
Where we take a look at something from the past that we still enjoy to this day. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as we bring you many more of these Back in Times in the near future. Today's subject for this Back in Time will be McDonald's Jingles! That's right, all those wonderful commercials over the years from McDonald's that had songs from start to finish, those memorable jingles throughout the years, but we're going to do a twist. We're going to try to go in chronological order with these.
That's right, we wanted today to start with the first one, believe it or not, and go through and choose some of our more favorite jingles throughout the decades.
I hope you guys are ready for this, and this is going to bring back the feels and the memories and the
hunger for hamburgers.
That's right. See, that's why Vesper's earlier to here. Alright, so get ready, get those fries, get those Big Macs ready, get those Chicken McNugget sauces ready. We're going. Here we go. First commercial for our Back in Time McDonald's jingle look back is, like we said, the first one, 1967 is when it all started. When Ray Kroc took over the company not too long before this, he decided he's going to change the image of McDonald's and make it your kind of place. That's right, that was their first jingle. McDonald's, your kind of place.
I really wish it was my kind of place, where it's 15 cents for a hamburger.
Yeah, good times. Here we go. Let's see why McDonald's is your kind of place.
McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. Happy place. A clean and snappy place. McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. McDonald's is our kind of place. Your kind of place.
McDonald's believes in getting food to your kids before they get to each other. Such good food, too. McDonald's famous French fries, triple thick creamy shakes, lean beefy cheeseburgers and hamburgers, icy cold soft drinks. And here's a plus, spill-proof lids on all beverages. Another plus, napkins that are big as a bib. Quality, cleanliness, extra care service. That's McDonald's. A total value that's unmatched anywhere.
McDonald's is our kind of place. It's such a happy place. McDonald's is our kind of place.
Your kind of place.
Alright, Vespor, is McDonald's your kind of place now after saying that?
Absolutely, this is the only commercial I've ever seen where they emphasize no spill lids, because I tell you what, no restaurant has no spill lids except apparently McDonald's.
Yeah, what an innovation. No spill lids. What an amazing idea. It's like, wow, you could put a cap on top of the paper cup and it won't spill. This is amazing. I'm telling you, revolutionary.
Oh, you know what's more revolutionary than that? Is the fact they're using negatives on their colors when they're making this commercial.
Yeah, it's really eye-catching. You're like, oh, McDonald's, and then it twists the colors all over the place. Like, whoa, the colors.
But did you know that their napkins are as big as bibs as well?
They did say that. That is very cool. I've always wanted chest-sized napkins. I mean, that's great. You can just wear it. McDonald's was really my kind of place. The kids showing up. Look at these old 50s and 60s styles cars. What a happy environment. And that old school McDonald's. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, like these drive-ups. You know, you just pull in and you come out and get your food.
They didn't have the eat-in restaurants until a little later. This was one of those old style. You go to the window, you order it, and then they give you in the paper bag. They started that whole take it with you, because then they don't have to clean up anything.
Besides all of that, for a jingle, this is revolutionary for McDonald's, because the jingles only get better from here, folks. This is where it began for McDonald's jingles.
So, Vespor, what'd you think of the song?
They didn't really get too far out of hand with these jingles until much later on.
Oh, yeah, then they got crazy. You'll see some crazy ones to come. I thought it was catchy. They had the claps in sync with the song. How effective commercial is, I don't know. We'll see how the rest go. I think it will get your attention, and it will get you to want to go to McDonald's, but the songs get much better from here, as you will see.
So now, let's go ahead and move on a little further in time. Let's move on to the McDonaldland theme song from 1970.
And if you liked HR Puffin stuff, oh boy, are you going to like this, because it is done in the same exact style. And this was a very big campaign, and it started off everything that became known as McDonald's after this, and you'll see why. All right, get ready, guys. You're going to love this one.
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald land. Take along a friend and grab a hold of Ronald's hand. Follow Ronald McDonald through the land of apple pie trees. And don't be surprised if you meet Big Mac and Big Cheese. There's thick shake volcanoes, you'll even find a French fry thatch. Now just turn around and see if you won't find a catch as you're heading for a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's in McDonald land, a McDonald's.
Well, was that something else or what? Geared right to the kids around McDonald's, McDonald Land, and everything. This was the commercial that did it.
Holy crap. This definitely feels like this belongs in the 70s, but I think they might be popping a little bit of that LSD there.
Talking hamburgers with googly eyes, french fries that grow on plants. Why would you eat those raw fries? I don't know. Milkshakes that fly out of volcanoes. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Won't all that stuff go bad? Who's going to clean all this up?
Obviously, it doesn't go bad because this is how McDonald's gets its food. So they send their workers out every morning with children, apparently, and they see their foreman, Mr. McDonald here.
Leading them along. Here they go, down the path. So it's kind of like talking trees that have apple pies on them. They're playing with it, and the tree's like, get the hell off of me here. And it's like, Ronald's, yep, come on, kids. I need your help. Get all the food here. Yep, we have some talking cheeseburgers. No, you're not tripping out. You can eat them later. Come on.
After all, we all know that hamburgers grow in patches.
Yes, I learn something new every day. And then, of course, there's the McDonald's at the end of all this. So after you do all that fine work, you get to eat some fattening food, come to McDonald's, Ronald with his afros all, yep, this is great. I got some more workers here. Oh, boy, the business is going good for me and the McDonald's land crew. This is great.
I tell you what, though. They're like, we have a magical land, and all of our food comes from this magical land, and we have bubblegum pop singing, and it's just, pow, there it is.
Like, you can always imagine a Hanna-Barbera cartoon with this song playing as the McDonald and the kids start showing up. It's a fun song, and it is what started the whole theme of McDonald's land characters, and that you're going to have the fun songs and the jingles. It's definitely based, like I said, on HR Puppet stuff, so it's a little hokey and a little silly. The budget will get better, but the characters don't get better looking until the 80s, and you'll see as we go through these commercials, the characters look awful for a very long time, until they finally put some money into the budget for it.
I mean, look, in McDonald land, the people are hamburgers. This raises so many more questions than it does answer. Wonderful introduction. They just went there, and because they went there, this became iconic to this day.
That's right. But time waits for no one. I'm back in time. That, as much fun as that is, we have so much more. Let's move on to our number 3 selection for McDonald's commercial jingles. All right, so we're going to keep with the same campaign. You know, with some campaigns, you had variation commercials, and this is going to be another one of those McDonald land themes. And this is kind of crazy. When me investors saw this, we were like, wow, they really made a jingle and a commercial based on this campaign out of this very, very, very important subject that to this day we are still trying to teach people, and you'll see what we mean. From the early 70s, we have another McDonald's land commercial. Here we go.
Say, when you go to McDonald's for all those good things to eat and drink, be sure you stop and think about what to do when you're through. Don't forget to feed the wastebaskets, because they're hungry too.
That's right, we are. And we'd like to ask a favor of you. Would you mind letting us have the paper, please, when you're through? It's a special little treat when we get to eat the paper. Yes, indeed. So if you've got a cup or a napkin or bag that you don't think you need, don't forget to feed. Don't forget to feed the waste baskets at McDonald's, in McDonald land, at McDonald's, in McDonald land, at McDonald's.
Well, Vespor, I learned something. Don't forget to feed the waste.
No singing. Now, the important thing about this commercial is the fact we now know that at McDonald's, the waste baskets are living creatures that have to be fed waste.
You know, I don't know what's fun here. Is it the fact that these waste baskets are talking in the squeaky voice wearing red bow ties, or Ronald is having spastic seizures as he's trying to agree with them and nod at them? But yes, I think the fact of the matter of this commercial is these waste baskets are sentient and require waste to live on, otherwise they will die a horrific death, and we can't have that happen.
But another important fact is this is the opening to that entire campaign with these waste baskets. There's a few more commercials that follow in the vein, and this is the first time we see them.
Yeah, and they're going to do many, many green campaigns to save the earth, pollution, clean up, all that fun stuff. And this is going to start it with the cute little dancing baskets.
But here's the thing that we need to take away from it. In McDonald land, we now know why there's no trash. It's because of these guys. And unfortunately also shows that Ronald McDonald really doesn't care about our world, because these creatures would feast and grow to enormous populations due to all the trash that's out there.
Ronald is the only one that can keep it under control, so that's why he gets the kids here. He has to keep shoving trash at them, or they become trash monsters and destroy the whole world, yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Of course it does.
But overall, a nice little fun, I guess you could even call this almost a PSA about throwing your trash away when you're done.
But can't it also be seen as they're telling you we don't want to clean it up, so you throw it out instead?
Well, as I've always said, two things can be true at the same time. The song is actually very catchy and follows the same kind of bubblegum pop theme there. And you know what? For what it's worth, it's fun, it's fine. It's a bit corny and dated, but you know what? At least they did go there and say, hey, make our employees' lives a little easier, throw your own trash away.
Yeah, I think the song's catchy. All kidding aside, and I do wish I could sing it, Vespor won't let me. I think it's very catchy, and I love how they're talking about shove the paper in us, and we love it, and it's a catchy song, and it's very effective. I think it gets the point across. See these nice wastebaskets here? Throw your trash in it before you leave. Thank you very much, and you're cleaning society and doing a lot here to help us. That's all the song is saying, and it does it in a very catchy way, and it's showing the kids enjoying doing that. So I don't have any problem with the commercial, but do remember a lot of commercials are also self-serving. I want you guys to remember that. It's a good message, but it's also helping them out because they don't want to keep cleaning up after. In McDonald's land, at McDonald's, in McDonald's land.
Remember, no more singing.
I always try to stick that
but
one in,
now,
folks.
we've done a couple here from the 70s. So, let's do one more before we head right on to the 80s.
Now, I want everyone to understand, McDonald's, they did some of the best performances ever. You already saw the You Deserve a Break today. Please watch our 70s jingle back in time. Well, that started a trend where every few years they did another song campaign. So at the end of the 70s, they did Nobody Can Do It Like McDonald's in 1979.
Nobody!
Nobody!
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody!
Nobody else in this whole land. Say nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody!
Everybody always knew it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Nobody!
Nobody else has a Big Mac like we do.
Nobody!
We serve it fast, we serve it hot. We give change back to you.
Nobody!
Nobody! Nobody!
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. You're the reason we do it. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
All right, so that was about 116 nobodies. I lost count after 50 or so there.
I don't know, I swear it's spaced out there because there's just an awful lot of nobodies out there, and that's what this commercial emphasizes. If you eat McDonald's, you're a nobody.
Yeah, I know. That's the message I got. Who eats McDonald's? You're a nobody. What? Wait, nobody? Yes, so even the kid yells at the bowling pins, nobody, as he hits 3. So we have people on the boat, we have random people doing their jobs, we have custodians, we have kids.
Ray Kroc! That was Ray Kroc.
Hey, Ray Kroc's in here. Wow, it's amazing. The billionaire himself, and the clown, Ronald, showed up to say,
Nobody!
so yeah, everyone's saying nobody. I know it was an effective late 70s campaign. We're McDonald's, we do it like nobody, but I don't get it. Nobody, what do you mean nobody? No other fast food serves fast food for a cheap price? Of course, in 1979, everyone did this.
Well, the thing is that it's a fun little jingle, and they're not actually saying nobody. They're emphasizing the fact that if you want great food, you need to come to McDonald's because nobody can do it like they can. But that being said, this could easily be taken out of context, and that's how I'm doing it because it's a much more entertaining commercial when you do it that way.
Imagine just you eat McDonald's and everyone's screaming, nobody! It's like,
Hey,
what?
that's a great introduction for a horror story. But that being said, fun, simple, safe jingle that didn't emphasize Ronald or anybody
Ronald was
else.
in there.
Well, he didn't emphasize
He's giving
it.
me a nobody too, Ronald.
Well, that's because you are a nobody.
Please continue.
It was a nice nod, showing families, just come and eat. It's good food, and you know what? You'll enjoy it because nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Everyone's just excited. You're saving money. They even mentioned we give change back to you. How many songs in a commercial are bragging they give you change? It's like, wow, well, I would hope you're giving me change. Otherwise...
Well, hell, waiters nowadays don't even give me my change back.
That's right. That's
and
true.
you don't get tips when you do that.
See, you can learn a lot from McDonald's here. Yeah, it's a fun song. It's very creative. I like it. I like where they were going with this. And this is why McDonald's was number one.
I thought they were number one because they put LSD in their drinks to send you off to McDonald land.
Well, that's a different story in itself. But yes, let's move on to commercial number 5. time, we're gonna do one of the more famous ones, which is me. No, you. You, me? No, you. That's right, McDonald's and you. So McDonald's and You from 82, another very creative and memorable song. You gotta see it to believe it. This is another one of those songs that's gonna get trapped in your head. And if I could sing it, I would, but Vespor won't let me. But you guys sing it at home. We'll let you do that at least.
McDonald's and you, McDonald's and you, sharing good times together, wherever with you, together. McDonald's and you, and you, and you, Big Mac and a Coke, on a Mississippi River boat. McDonald's and you, cheeseburgers and fries, in an airplane right out of the sky, together. McDonald's and you,
You too.
and you, come around, have a ball, and make McMuffin under a waterfall, around the corner, around the bend. You know when you see an old friend, that it's great to get together. And no matter where we do, remember there's only one McDonald's and there's only one you. Together, McDonald's and you.
So, how'd you like that nice Broadway introduction?
You know I love Broadway production commercials. We did the Coke one way back in our 80s commercial. I love when they go over the top, and this happens to be an 80s thing. They love to do this in the early 80s, these Broadway production commercials where they're singing operatic, they're as loud as they can, images are flying all over the place as they're singing the commercial, and they make it sound like the most impressive place you can imagine on the planet.
Oh, absolutely. And the best part about how fast these are all cuts are happening, if you change the music, it'd be like they're trying to brainwash you. Because you see Coke in there and all these other little hints and nods at things.
Yeah, I love how they showed a lot of locations that aren't even around anymore. They have like a balloon taken off from McDonald's. They have like all these weird mall locations that are probably long gone. But this riverboat that was actually a McDonald's location in St. Louis, that is long gone. The Moonlight Dinner at McDonald's. Yes, we're going to go on our first date, a romantic dinner to McDonald's. Oh, wow.
Well, I guess that guy didn't get a second date because if that was his first one, I'm certain his significant other is like, nope, we're done.
And then they had those weird vehicle seats. Remember when McDonald's used to do that? Be fun. You feel like you're sitting in a car or a plane or like a boat or something. They used to do those fun, creative seats. They don't do that anymore. And then the waterfall is just some water trickling out of a plant. I'm like, waterfall? That's a little bit of a stretch there.
Well, the one thing that was true, that I absolutely loved as a kid growing up in the 80s, was the playgrounds, because that's what I loved about McDonald's.
Yeah, that was fun. Everyone loved the playground. This is such a great song. This is so over the top. I love it. This woman is getting so excited about singing about McDonald's and you feel like you're watching this happening on a Broadway stage. I mean, it's like, wow, this is great.
Oh, absolutely. This song is great. It gives you all the energy, and you even have Ronald there to remind you, come here, eat now, you.
It looks right at the screen and says, guess who's going to eat here? You are. That's right. I'm an evil clown. You are going to eat here. Yeah.
You too.
But you can really go over the top and have fun. This is what it's all about.
Especially, I mean, look at all their faces as soon as they see McDonald's food.
They're like, oh my God, it's McDonald's. Oh my God.
Proof positive that Hardee's wasn't the only one putting drugs in their food in the 80s.
And on that note, we'll leave it to the next one. There's one that's more memorable in the 80s, and I think this is the one that most of our viewers are going to remember because this was the iconic 80s that they used for many, many years. And it's, of course, It's a Good Time for the Great Taste, made 2 years later. It is a long-lasting 80s campaign. This is the one that everybody who's anybody watching our channel should know. 1984, It's a Good Time for the Great Taste of McDonald's.
It's a good time for the great taste. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Ow, it's a good time for the great taste. Gotta get a bite. Gotta get going to just one place. Got a McDonald's appetite. Going for McNuggets, Coke, Big Mac, quarter pounder fries, keep calling you back. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Good time. Great taste. Good time. Great taste. It's a good time for the great taste. It's a good time for the great taste. It's a good time for the great taste, taste of McDonald's. Let's go! Alright, best thing about the commercial is at the end of it, that kid just goes and just
racks his arm back like, yes!
But I want everyone to remember before we go on, and there's something we didn't really stress, when they did these minute-long song jingles, this was introducing a new ad campaign. I want that understood because maybe not everyone understands. This is not just a random they're showing up. This is the start of their new campaign. This is what they did. They would start a new ad campaign. This is the new song, and you're going to hear this song as part of commercial, whether it's at the beginning or the tag or the outro of it, you're going to hear this. So The Good Times, The Great Taste was always played at the end of all the commercials from 84 on until about 89 when they changed it again. So that's how these work. Just wanted everyone to understand that. And this is probably the most memorable because the mid-80s is when everyone remembers all this stuff happening. McDonald's was in its heyday, they were as big as it got, and they were just trying all new ideas. New McNuggets, they had the McDLT, they had all different ideas that were just getting into McDonald's, and there was a reason why McDonald's was #1 at this time, and this commercial explains it very well.
And that's also why the 80s were the greatest time on Earth, period, end of story. And this commercial is so 80s, it hurts. The clothes, the hair.
Don't forget the synthesizers in the background, with the weird, wacky sounds behind it. You have someone doing the moonwalk wearing like a Michael Jackson outfit. You have them at the amusement park. You have them on the beach. You have them in pools. You have them doing beach parties. You have everything you can think of that screams 1980s. So it is so well done. It's another catchy song too. All over America, you're seeing people in all walks of life. So to anyone that says McDonald's didn't do this in the past, they did. They focused on everybody you could think of. This commercial is proof positive that McDonald's was always a place for every single person in the United States.
This is yet another good, fun song, and it's honestly the first one in our Back in Time McDonald's selection where you don't see Ronald for a second.
This was an adult commercial, and they decided it's time to stop throwing Ronald McDonald and everything, and I'm glad they did. I like Ronald. I think he's awesome. He's great, but you don't need him in this commercial. This song speaks for itself. It works fine, and the song is a lot of fun. That's the important part of these commercials. It's a catchy song. The Good Time, Great Taste jingle is going to be used for many, many years after, and for good reason. It describes exactly what McDonald's is. You're going to have a good time, and you're going to have good tasting food, according to them. If you like McDonald's or not, that's a different opinion, but they're trying to say, if you want a good time, a good price for good tasting food, come to McDonald's, and that's all that you need to know.
We're going to now move on. My favorite McDonald's campaign is the next one. It was in the 90s. This next campaign was built on a song that was sung in 1965.
Wow, yeah, that's right. I do remember this now. I love the 80s stuff, and I even love the food, folks, and fun a little better, but this was memorable too, because I like that McDonald's was trying to take past hits and make them current. It was a fun idea, and they would do this again with a lot of their other songs. From 1992, here's the next campaign that followed Food, Folks, and Fun, and it is...
Do you believe in magic? Hamburgers that talk, chicken McNuggets you can take for a walk, and a clown making wishes come true. The fun never ends with you know. It's Ronald's house.
Do you believe in magic? And I hope you do. You'll always have a friend wearing big red shoes. Anything can happen right before your eyes. Whatever you're expecting, expect a surprise. Purple guys and funny fries all over the place. Hey, talking with a friend puts a smile on your face.
Do you believe in magic?
That's it.
And I hope you do. You'll always have a friend wearing big red shoes. It's magic.
All right.
Only Ronald can do.
I believe in you.
When you believe in magic.
So there you have it. This is telling you the truth, that if you eat McDonald's, you're going to see magic. And this magical clown is going to take you away into this little world of his. And you know what this sounds like, Ramses?
What's that?
This sounds like something Stephen King wrote called It.
It? Vespor, really?
The thing is, he's only targeting children, but you know that he's coming for you next.
You, yes, he does that you thing. You too. See a trend going here with Ronald. He's looking directly into your soul and pointing at you. He appears magically from the window. He's getting these kids like, come on, kid. He's like the Pied Piper here with McDonald's, I guess, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we can see that to get to Ronald's magical realm, you have to go through a McDonald's.
And then he's like, all right, come on now. Now I'm going to trap you in my painting. He's like, oh, look, it's all fun. Yeah, come on in. And then it's too late. You're already trapped. He already has you in there, and you're done. That's the end.
And all of these, the Fry Guys and everything else, is an aspect of what Ronald McDonald truly is. And when you see his sign, magical M.
He's got you. Once that M comes out, look at this. The kid's like, oh my God, you got me. And Ronald's winking, yep, I got you.
I love it when they use old hits and things, repurpose them just like Weird Al does, and makes a fun song. And I absolutely love it because I really do love the original song from 1965. I thought it was wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's great. Magic is not my breadbox of anything Vespers, but I love this campaign too. Like I said, there's no real McDonald's campaign I don't like. Really, I think I've enjoyed every song. It's had some non-memorable commercials, but their jingles are always great hits, and there's a good reason for that. They put a lot of effort and work into it. It's very effective whether they do the adult or the kid marketing. It is effective, and I can see why they did so well for so many years. It is the commercials. It's another song that I could sing if I was allowed to, and hope you guys at home are singing this. You know, do you believe in magic? I hope you do, because this was magic. It was a great campaign, and now we're going to move on to our surprise commercial, and it's my turn to pick it, and I'm going to pick one that I loved growing up. This is one of my favorites. Yes.
This is going to be bad. This is going to be terrible.
This is going to be one that is also based on another famous song. So Vespor just talking about how he likes when his commercials are based on a song. Well, this one is based on a very famous song. It has a very memorable character who was talking about eating McDonald's at a certain time. It was a great campaign. It didn't last long because there was a lot of weird issues with copyright and being able to use this song. So here we go. It is the mystery surprise commercial for this edition of Back in Time, and I think you're going to love it. And this is one Vespor better let me sing because I know the lyrics perfectly to this one.
Nope, no singing.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for golden lights. Hey, it's a good time for the great taste dinner at McDonald's. It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
When that clock strikes,
Hold on.
6:30.
That's it.
Time to... What?
Alright, I just finished this wonderful little discussion about the singing, which is in his contract, as I showed it to him before I beat him about the head, neck, and shoulders. But that being said, this is a very little catchy tune. I enjoyed it, and if you've seen the guy with the head, this is where it came from first, not the internet.
I love this ad campaign. Hopefully my brother is watching here, because he's going to remember this commercial very well. I would sing it every time it showed. I would wait, and this is a true story. I would wait outside the bedroom, because he watched TV all the time, and I knew this commercial was going to show up. It always did at nighttime. I waited for the show up. I would pound into the room and I would start singing it to me, and he'd be so annoyed and mad because I did it every single time this commercial showed up, and he hated it just like Vespor hates it. But I love this commercial. It is so catchy. It is so much fun. It is so silly. It's like a moon flying over the world. He's singing about, yeah, McDonald's tonight. You gotta eat there. It's the greatest ever. Oh, it's great. We're gonna have things popping all over the place. I'm gonna play a piano. But you might wonder why this song sounds so familiar. Yes, it is based on a real song, folks. This is not just a made-up song. They're doing their Weird Al routine here, where they are doing a parody of an existing song.
Unfortunately, unlike the Magic campaign, somebody took offense to this, put an injunction against them, and McDonald's said, dude, whatever. We've used this for 4 years, by the way.
All right. After 4 years, you don't want to use it anymore. Oh, well, yeah, that's the end of it.
As you've seen, most of these campaigns last 1, maybe 2 years.
Right, so they got their use out of it. So the song, in case everyone's wondering, it's Mac the Knife. I get it. And it was sung by Bobby Darin, very famous song. And the son of Bobby Darin is the one that put the injunction in. Very sad, but it's such a catchy song. It's so effective. I love this commercial. I know it's so silly. It's a moon singing about McDonald's, but I just love it. It's such a catchy, silly song. It does get you into the thought of eating McDonald's at night, and I think that's the effectiveness of the commercial.
Yeah, absolutely. And therefore, a bit, they took it to the extreme because some McDonald's were open for 24 hours.
That's right. They were like really nighttime. They were open night, they were open morning, they were open every time you could think of. But this is when they were really trying to turn McDonald's into like a midnight franchise. So this is around the time, the late 80s, where they realized fast food shouldn't just be like a breakfast to like 9 o'clock place. It should be really opening to 1 a.m. and 12 and midnight. We're really trying to get McDonald's to be that staple. Whenever you are hungry, we'll be open. And also drive-thrus were becoming a big deal, so that was becoming more prominent.
I will say this. The reason that they didn't take off and why McDonald's didn't stay 24 hours there for the little time that they did is because in areas like where I live, everything closes its doors right around 9 or 10 o'clock. You cannot find anything but gas stations.
The song is the best, and my brother's going to kill me if I start singing it again. Vespor almost killed me for singing it, but I do know the song verbatim. I've memorized it. I love it. I even have the characters, the Happy Meal characters of the Moon Guy. That's how much I loved this campaign and the whole idea of it. I know it's silly. It's not even their best commercial. It's just so random and silly. I just like the whole idea of it.
Well, I also like the set to it. I mean, the song is good. I always love me a good parody. I just like the background. Shows the city, and then you see this giant tower that rises up over the planet, and a McDonald's sign just as big next to it. And this tower shoots out salads and hamburgers. And you know what McDonald's doesn't serve anymore?
What's that?
Salads.
Oh, that's right. They did get rid of the salads, yes. But anyway, yes, that's my favorite one, and I'm glad I survived this. It was close. Vespor was about to wring my neck there, but I'm sure Vespor understands that I love this commercial and that I want to sing it. When that clock strikes... No, stay back. Half past... over there. It's time to head... Wait, okay. Golden light... All right. It's good...
That's it. Enough.
Let's end this back in time before I get hurt. That was our McDonald's jingle back in time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. These were great commercials. I love McDonald's jingles. And we're going to do a second one, of course, because there are so many we didn't even get to yet. So, yeah, we will be doing a sequel to this one.
We just wanted to show you a taste of them. We didn't even get to the 2000s.
No, and we left out a lot of the 80s, and there was some 90s. I mean, there was every generation we left out. So we have plenty more to give you. If you didn't say your favorite this time, don't worry. We'll get to it. We have plenty more coming your way. And that's all for this edition of Back in Time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and...
ring that bell.
So we can go back in time with you again soon on another trip to McDonald's and all that it offers. McDonald's and you. Remember, Ronald's going to get you if you don't eat a McDonald's.
Because it was magic.